Hi, this is using PowerPoint 2010 Part 2. In this part, we're going to look at animations. Animations allow me to apply animations to text boxes or to pictures. When I'm working in animations, I like to have my animation pane open. This will list all the different animations on this slide. Now, if you click on a text box, now we can select one of these animations here. But if I drop this down, we can see that there's different categories of animations. We've got entrance effects, emphasis, exit, and custom motion paths. These are some of the most popular animations under each of the categories. To see even more, you can click down here. Now on the entrance, let's just select one of the basic ones. I'm going to do a grow and turn, and you can see what that looks like. If you hit the play button, then it will do it automatically, or it will preview right there. Here's the animation that I just added. It's listed here under the animation pane. One of the things that I recommend doing, the default is that animation is only going to happen when you click the mouse. I recommend changing that to with previous on all of them. Here you see the duration of the animation. The longer the duration, the slower the animation will go. You can actually just type in a number yourself, or you could select one of the options there. So if I select 4, that actually means 4 seconds, and then the animation will go slower. Right here is the delay. I can have the animation delay a certain number of seconds if I want. Maybe you want to have a picture, you want to have your pictures stagger as they come in or something like that. Now there's even more options. If I double click the animation over here on the animation pane, that will open up a window where you have even more options to do. You can have the animation when it happens to play a sound effect. You can, under timing here, some of the same options you had up there. You can have the animation repeat. Now, repeating an entrance effect is not a good idea. We'll look at repeating one of the other types of animations. Okay, now I'm going to add an animation to my other text box down here. On this one, we'll just select, I'll just select this float in right here. And on this animation, instead of on click, I'm going to do with previous. And I'm going to delay this one, say a second. So this one comes in first and that one. Now I hit play and you can see what they look like. That one comes in and this one starts coming in. Now let's add an animation to this picture. On this one, I'm going to go down here to more entrance effects. And this will open up a window, and it's real nice because you can click on each one of these and you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to select that one. And on here, again, instead of the on click, I'm going to do with previous. Make the duration, say 2 seconds. I'll delay it 2 seconds. I can hit play and see what it looks like. Okay, so now after an object you've already applied an entrance animation to it, then we could add an animation. Don't do it over here because that will change the initial animation. You have to come over here where it says add animation, and I can add a second animation to that object. And so I'm going to add an emphasis effect now, such as this pulse right here. I'm going to click that, and you can see what it does. It just makes it pulse. But now I'm going to change the options on it. I'm going to go ahead and double click on this animation that I just added. And on this one, I'm going to, for the timing, again, take off the on click. I don't want to have to click for each one of these animations to come in. Here's the duration. I can repeat it. You could even repeat it until the end of the slide if you wanted to. I'm going to do about 4 repeats right here. The delay, I want to delay it because I want the picture to come in before I start pulsing it. So I'm going to give it 4 seconds. And so let's take a look at it. It comes in, and now it pulses a few times. Okay, now let's look at the second slide. I've already applied some animations to this slide. And I'm going to hit the play, and let's take a look at it. Then we'll talk about them. The text animates in. The 2 pictures I'm doing a very slow dissolve in. And now here I have the text animation changing the font color. And now this balloon right here, I drew a custom path to have the balloon move up and down the screen and eventually off to the right side of the screen. Okay, now let's look at this slide. First of all, notice that this balloon I have sitting off to the left side of the screen. You can put a picture onto a screen and then you can just drag it off so it sits off the screen. And then I did a custom path, and see how I drew my path to have the balloon go up and down and eventually off to the right side. To do that, to draw the custom path, you'd select the object, and then under the animations, that's this one right here called custom path. And then that allows you to take your mouse and you can draw the path and eventually get to the other side. When you're finished drawing the path, just double click and then it will finish it right there. Now on this one, notice that I've gave it a very long duration, 20 seconds, so that to slow down the balloon. And I delayed it 10 seconds. And of course I did the start with previous instead of the default on click. Now another thing you may have noticed is I added a custom animation to change the font on this. This right here, I'm going to double click it, and that's the font color. That's one of the emphasis animations. In the emphasis, it allows me to select a font color, a style. It actually kind of circulates through all the different styles. I did auto reverse, so it changes the font, then it goes back to the original color. And then the timing, I'm having it repeat until the end of the slide. So let's take a look at this again. I'm going to hit the play button. That comes in, and now you'll notice that this is just cycling between all the different colors. And then the balloon should come in and eventually wind off to the other side. Now you can do so many things with the animations. This is just one little example. Use your creativity to come up with something really neat.